Welcome back. We are joined by two-time U.S. Open champion Inbee Park. This will be Inbee's 15th U.S. Open start.
Okay.
Inbee, when I say that, what do you think?
I was surprised. I didn't know it was my 15th, and yeah, that's quite a lot of U.S. Women's Opens, and again, I mean, this year is gonna be it's gonna be a great year, and the golf course is in a great shape. Love the golf course, and I think it's gonna be. I'm really looking forward to playing this weekend.
You've always played well in U.S. Opens. Why is that?
I think it's just my game really suits the tough golf courses, and just probably, and I'm pretty calm on the golf course. So whatever happens on the golf course, I kind of manage myself to stay calm, and no matter what happens. And I mean, this golf course definitely needs some patience, and the course is gonna play tough. It's gonna be windy, cold, and we're gonna have to hit some fairways on this golf course. Otherwise, you don't have much shot. So.
We're going to take one from the WebEx. Talk a little bit about the rough and what you've been able to hit out of it so far.
Yeah, I mean the rough is really thick and long. I tried a couple of shots with the hybrid, doesn't come out that far, and probably short end is probably the maximum that you probably want to hit out of. And obviously, like I said, you have to hit the fairways on this golf course. It's almost an automatic bogey when you go in the rough. So.
Had you been to Olympic Club before, and what are your impressions of the course?
Well, first time being here, I played front nine twice and back nine just once today. And golf course has a lot of dog-leg holes, and it's very hilly. You have a lot of the greens have a lot of slopes, but I mean you gotta hit the shots where you want to hit it on these greens, and not much of a green side rough is the problem, but I think it's just a fairway side rough is gonna be the big key. I mean, chipping is gonna come out of the rough, but obviously when you're trying to hit 160, 170 yards, 70 yards out of the long thick rough, that's just gonna be a very challenging shot. So my key this week will be hitting a lot of fairways.
One more from the WebEx. You've been on a good stretch of late. Talk a little bit about how you've been able to maintain that.
Yeah, I have been playing really good this year. Started with the win in Kia, and since then I have been playing, quite good golf and very consistently. So, really happy with that. And obviously, this golf course, I think I really like it. I mean, that probably. I mean, I don't think it really. I think I don't know whether it's going to show in results or not, but I really love the look of the golf course. And this is a really true major golf course setup. So I'm really happy to see this golf course.
Right here, Amy.
Inbee, you've had a lot of success, obviously, in major championships. Throughout your career, how have you sort of structured your schedule around those big events to play so well?
Well, I always kind of like to play, something before the major tournament to just kind of, get myself ready. And I mean, sometimes I take a week off, sometimes I don't. But most likely, I would like to, play one before. And I think I'm gonna play 5 in a row starting last week. So I'm gonna try the next new schedule. But I thought that was gonna be the best schedule for me this year. So.
Do you have a goal at this point in your career? Did you always want to reach a certain number of majors?
Well, I mean, not. I don't really have exact number there. How many? I think I actually, definitely gone beyond my number anyway. So, I've definitely achieved a lot more than I, really thought. And obviously, when you reach 7, you're looking for 8. When you reach 8, you're looking for 9. And so, I mean, that's what I have been going with. And every week, I compete trying to win. No matter that's my 20th win, 30th win, doesn't matter. I think you're just trying to go one more. So.
One here from Beth Ann on the WebEx. What are you working on with your husband right now?
Just really being really consistent with the ball striking, because this golf course definitely needs good ball striking to give you some kind of chance on Sunday. So trying to hit driver really straight, and probably good iron shots around this golf course, because it's windy and it's very hilly. So there's not many yardages on the green that you can land. So you just gotta hit it really straight and where you want to hit. So.
And a follow up. When did you learn to work the ball both ways?
Well, not. I think it has been like since I started with my husband. Probably about 2012, around that area. So it's been like 9 years. Yeah.
One more here online. How has your perspective on golf changed since your first U.S. Open?
Well, I think, since my first U.S. Open, I think it's a lot of things have changed. My first U.S. Open, I was an amateur, so nothing to be afraid of. I played just a practice round with Japanese girl amateur, I think, and really reminded me of my first U.S. Open. She just looked, nothing to be scared of on this golf course, and just bombing the balls. And I kind of envy that, and I don't think I'll be able to do that ever again. But I'm definitely a different player now than what I was in 15 years ago. A lot more mature, a lot more calm on the golf course. Probably I don't really get surprised with a lot of things on the golf course now anymore. Back then, I got shocked when I make a bogey, and when I make a double, it was the end of the world. So, it definitely has changed a lot.
And last question, is it strange to be starting on the first and ninth holes as opposed to the 10th?
Well, I think I'd rather do that than going all the way to 9 and then going back to the clubhouse. So, yeah, I think it's nothing to be really worried about, and it's nothing to be weird about. I think it's the smart setup of the golf course.
Well, thank you, NB. Good luck
Okay,
this week.
thank you.